Hello friends, today's topic is about acquired porphyria. So generally we have said that porphyria, that is particularly inborn error related to the heme biosynthesis. But basically porphyria, that is called a disease related to the heme synthesis. Now some particular inhibitor or some particular factor, they are decreasing overall activity of the enzyme which are responsible for the heme synthesis. Total 8 different enzymes are needed for the heme synthesis, but any particular inhibitor or factor, they are decreasing the activity of that enzyme, and that is leading to the acquired type of the porphyria. Here simple, if you remove that particular factor or inhibitor, then also this porphyria will be cured. So that is simple about acquired porphyria. So here along with that heme biosynthesis, how different inhibitor are working to inhibit this particular enzyme, and it is leading to the acquired porphyria, that we will look. So simple, for the heme synthesis initially glycine plus succinyl-CoA is needed. Here that pyridoxal phosphate is needed, but generally deficiency is leading to the some particular anemia like symptom, but anemia is seen but it is not creating porphyria. Further, this ALA which is synthesized in the mitochondria, further it will be metabolized or it is utilized for the heme synthesis with the help of ALA dehydratase, but this ALA dehydratase is inhibited particularly by the lead, ethanol and malignancy. So these are the particular condition. So when lead poisoning or ethanol which is in excessive amount, that can lead to the inhibition or decreased activity of the ALA dehydratase. So in that condition, particular ALA dehydratase, that will be inhibited, so ALA level will be increased in the body, and that can lead to the porphyria like symptoms. Further, this ALA is converted into the PBG. Further, PBG will be metabolized with the help of PBG deaminase or hydroxymethylbiline synthase, so which is helping to make hydroxymethylbiline. But particularly in some cancers, this hydroxymethylbiline synthase is inhibited, and that can also lead to the same symptoms as a AIP, because this UPG1 synthase or hydroxymethylbiline synthase or PBG deaminase enzyme deficiency or decreased activity of that enzyme, that lead to the acute intermittent porphyria. So that same type of symptoms will be seen in the malignancy, and that is indicating of the accumulation of ALA and PBG in the blood and also appearing in the urine. For the UPG3 co-synthase, generally it is not inhibited by any particular factor, but next, that is UPG decarboxylase. So that UPG decarboxylase enzyme will be inhibited by the cancer and this chronic renal failure. Further, you have to remember that UPG decarboxylase is generally leading to the porphyria cutanea tarda if there is a congenital type of the porphyria or inborn error of metabolism. But particularly if increase intake of alcohol, increase overall content of the iron, and further HIV and hepatitis C like condition, that is precipitating that overall condition of the porphyria cutanea tarda. These are not leading to that porphyria cutanea tarda like symptoms or acquired porphyria like porphyria cutanea tarda, but this will increase overall episodes of that particular porphyria. So that you have to remember. But CRF and cancer, that can lead to the symptoms just like a porphyria cutanea tarda. Further, this UPG3 is converted into the CPG3, and from that CPG3 it is converted into the PPG. But here that CPG oxidase enzyme which is present in mitochondria, that can be inhibited by lead, mercury, arsenic, chronic renal failure, liver disease and even cancer, that can lead to the inhibition of that CPG oxidase, and that is leading to the accumulation of the CPG3, and that is leading same acquired coproporphyria like symptoms. So hereditary coproporphyria, that is inborn error of metabolism, but here acquired condition like lead, mercury, arsenic poisoning, that can also lead to the acquired coproporphyria. Further, this protoporphyrinogen, that will be converted into the protoporphyrin with the help of PPG oxidase. Now final enzyme of this heme synthesis, that is heme synthase or ferrochelatase, so that will convert protoporphyrin into the heme. But here iron molecule is needed, but suppose iron deficiency, same way lead and aluminum, that can also inhibit the overall activity of the heme synthase. So you have to remember, iron deficiency, that can also lead to the same type of the condition just like a ferrochelatase or erythropoietic protoporphyria. So here protoporphyrin level will be increased. So lead poisoning and aluminum poisoning, that can also lead to the same symptoms like this protoporphyrin is accumulated and erythropoietic protoporphyria like symptoms. Further, you have to remember the most important cause for this acquired type of porphyria, that is lead, and lead is typically found, and that is typically found in the paint and some newspaper. Also, this lead is particularly inhibiting two most important enzymes which is frequently asked in the exam and viva, which two enzymes are particularly inhibited by this lead. So you have to remember lead, that is ALA dehydratase, not ALA synthase. ALA synthase, that is the key enzyme, but lead is inhibiting ALA dehydratase. One more enzyme, that is ferrochelatase or heme synthase, that is also inhibited by the lead. So you have to remember LEAD, ADD means ALA dehydratase. Dehydratase D means LED, lead is inhibiting particular ALA dehydratase. Further, it is typically found in the paint and newspaper, and sometimes the food is served over the newspaper, and by mistake if it is excessive amount of lead is there in our body, that can lead to the symptoms just like a porphyria. Now, what is the main difference between this hereditary and particular inborn error and in relation to the acquired porphyria? These acquired porphyria are generally seen with the anemia. So anemia is commonly observed with this acquired type of the porphyria. So you have to remember this typical condition or poisoning like mercury poisoning, arsenic, aluminum or lead poisoning, as well as excessive intake of the alcohol and malignancy, as well as liver disease and chronic renal failure, as well as iron deficiency, which is particularly inhibiting this ferrochelatase enzyme, that all can lead to the symptoms just like a porphyria, and that is called a acquired porphyria. So simple, you if you are taking care of that poisonous substance and you are avoiding this particular condition, that will prevent or that can avoid that porphyria like condition. So that you have to remember, acquired porphyria, that is due to the inhibition of the enzyme responsible for the heme synthesis.